Excuse me, sir. Sir. Is this your Lamborghini?
Hey, no, thank you. Hey, this is private property.
Real quick. Is this your Lamborghini?
No, thank you. Hey, this is private property.
I interview millionaires and billionaires all over the world. Sir, can I get a minute with you real quick?
I want you to leave, please.
Hey, boss, can I get a minute with you real quick for the channel?
No, thank you.
It's private property, sir.
I got you. I'm just asking, how did he get a Lamborghini?
Selling maybe a millionaire.
How old were you when you became a millionaire?
Well, when I got married at 25.
What line of business? So how much are you worth today? Can I take a guess?
You can.
More than 20 million?
Yes.
More than 30 million? More than 40 million?
Yes.
More than 50?
You're good in the ballpark.
Around there?
We built companies into $1 billion enterprises.
And what business were you in?
When? I grew up poor. I'm from the ghetto.
What was the most you made a year at that business?
Millions.
More than 10 mil?
Yeah, of course.
If me and you died tomorrow and you had one more guiding principle with the younger generation to become a millionaire in today's world, what would that be? I'm standing in the 10th richest city in the entire world, Chicago. And this city's home to over 120,000 millionaires and 25 billionaires with a B. So you know I had to fly out to the Windy City to come find and cold approach multi-millionaires and billionaires to figure out how they built their wealth, their secrets to becoming financially free, how you can do the exact same thing. This video is about to be insane from start to finish, so stay tuned until the end. With that being said, let's get this video on the way. Excuse me, sir. How did you become wealthy? How did you become a millionaire? Real quick, sir. Real quick, can I show you this? I have the biggest... Hey, real quick, sir. I grew a channel to 15 million followers. I've interviewed Tom Cruise, Tom Brady, Mark Cuban. Can I get 30 seconds with you? Excuse me, sir. How did you become wealthy?
I didn't. I never did.
What line of business are you in, though?
No, I'm not. Just a long time in oil and gas.
Oil and gas?
Yeah.
Are you like the landman, or are you the guy that puts the deals together?
No, it's different stuff. A long time ago.
All right, brother. Excuse me, sir. How did you become wealthy?
What?
How did you become wealthy?
Do I look wealthy?
Yes, you do. What line of business are you in?
No.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
How did you become wealthy?
What?
How did you become wealthy?
How did you...
Chicago has got to be one of the toughest cities that I've ever filmed in. Literally rejection after rejection, no after no, like you guys can see. But I didn't come out here for nothing, you guys. No. I'm not gonna stop till I find some of the richest people that live in Chi-Town for you guys to figure out how they built their wealth and how you can do the exact same thing. Excuse me, sir. Is this your Lamborghini?
Hey, no, thank you. Hey, this is private property.
Real quick.
Please.
Is this your Lamborghini?
No, thank you. Hey, this is private property.
We interview millionaires and billionaires all over the world. Sir, can I get a minute with you real quick?
I want you to leave, please.
Hey, boss, can I get a minute with you real quick for the channel?
No, thank you.
It's private property, sir.
I got you. I'm just asking, how did he get a Lamborghini?
So in 2015, I started a bath and body business, sold millions of them. Selling bath bombs made me a millionaire.
Can I interview you off to the side real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Did you come from a rich family?
No, not at all. But you know the saying, if you don't come from a rich family, one must come from you.
And a rich family came from you.
I did everything and anything willing and able in order to make sure that they do, yep.
Did you go to college?
I did not.
You didn't go to college?
No, not high school either. No high school diploma, no GED, no college degree, nothing.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
Over 11 million.
11 mil. That's a lot of M's right there.
Especially coming from nothing when you're so poor. It's actually pitiful poor where poor people actually feel sorry for you. That's how poor I was.
Are you a good marketer?
Yes. One of the best in the world.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Give me a marketing masterclass right here. How important is marketing to a business?
Yeah, it's absolutely crucial. If they don't know you, they can't flow you, right? And an offer you don't make is an offer that they can't take. So you want to make sure that they know you. That way they can like you. And if they know you and they like you, they'll trust you and do business with you.
That's game right there. I love that.
When it comes to business and marketing, what entertains you, trains you, and what you think about, you bring about. So too many people focus on where they are versus where they want to be. If you focus on where you want to be and you live in that actual reality, then it becomes reality.
So your thoughts become reality.
Your thoughts become reality. You have to see it before you see it so that you can seize it.
What do the richest people in the world have in common?
They never stop learning. The minute you stop learning is the minute you stop earning. For example, you want to write this down. Note takers are money makers. WWAD, that's an acronym, and I love acronyms because it's easy to remember. WWAD stands for what would Apple do? Apple's a $1 trillion company, one of just a few. So what are they doing? When I look at packaging, I look at their packaging. When I look at customer support, I look at their customer support. When I look at product creation and design, I look at their product creation design, right? So look at the best, mirror, get inspiration, then ask yourself, what are they not doing? What can I do? What problem can I solve? I heard a billionaire speak once, Naveen James, and he said that if you want to become a billionaire, the easiest way is to solve a problem that 1 billion people have. So I'm constantly looking at what already exists, how can I improve, how can I add value, and what is a big problem that I can solve? Because you get paid in correlation to the problems that you solve, not the actual work that you do, right?
What's the lesson about money that banks don't want people to know?
The rich, the wealthy, the wise make money off of debt. See, we've been conditioned, and my parents told me out of love, not out of hate or not wanting me to win, they told me don't purchase something that you can't afford cash, right? Basically stay out of debt. However, now I maximize debt as leverage to increase my net worth. Why? Because I don't pay taxes on debt. So if I can profit through debt, I don't pay taxes on that. So the rich, the wealthy, the wise, they ethically and legally want to maximize the amount of money that they keep. So let me give you a quick scenario. If company A makes X amount of money. I then roll that money into company B, which is a real estate company, and then I refinance out of those properties. Guess what? The profits that's getting rolled over from business A to business B through the real estate is now protected. Now I have all the money in the real estate. The money's generating income 24/7, 365 passively, plus it's increasing in equity and in value, and I have access to that liquidity and that cash to reinvest into business A or into more real estate in business B. So I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned with money. And to be completely honest, like my first set of properties, I bought cash. My business, I bootstrapped my business all cash. If I would have leveraged what we just talked about, relationships, financial institutions, private money, hard money, just different banks, and even credit, I would have absolutely crushed it. I remember having $1 million cash and not being able to get a loan for a mortgage for my first house because I didn't have credit because I bought everything cash. So
That's Gabe. How do you feel about artificial intelligence?
So I've got 2 children, 12 and 16, or should I say 12 going on 16 and 16 going on 21. The core focus for them right now in my life is teaching them AI. Everything about AI. Utilize AI as much as humanly possible. I think it will be the future. At first I neglected it. I didn't like it. A lot of us are resistant to change. However, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? And I think those that are not planning to integrate AI are going to miss out on a massive opportunity right now. And if you follow, I invest in stocks. I have a stock portfolio. So I'm watching all these different companies, the Metas, the Googles, the Amazons, all their talks, all their investor talks, all their earnings reports is huge focus on AI, artificial intelligence. In fact, the NVIDIA CEO during an interview was asked what he thought about AI. He said it's the greatest revolution in humanity since humanity.
We finally got one, you guys. A multi-millionaire that made over $11 million in a single year. And at the end of that interview, did you hear what he said about AI? He said AI is the greatest opportunity in our lifetime. I mean, he's literally teaching it to his kids right now. And he's right, guys. Listen, all the billionaires that I interview will tell you the exact same thing. If you are not using AI in your business today, you're gonna get left behind. And that is exactly why I use Grammarly. And not just to fix my spelling, but because it is literally my AI writing partner. Whenever I sit down to write an email to pitch a billionaire to interview them, or I'm creating a business proposal for any of my businesses, I open and use Grammarly's new AI editor. I use the AI chat to brainstorm ideas and get my thoughts out fast. So there's no more staring at a blank page. And we all know that money loves speed. But here's the craziest part, you guys. While I'm writing, Grammarly has a humanizer that makes sure everything I'm writing sounds natural and in my voice, like a real human, not just some AI. And before I hit send, I use the reader reactions to predict how the person I'm writing to is gonna respond, and it will fix anything confusing before it even happens. You guys need to understand that AI isn't here to replace you like everybody says. It's here to make you sharper, clearer, and faster. So level up your productivity and get Grammarly today. All you have to do is go down and click the link in the description of this video to get 20% off Grammarly Pro today, or go to grammarly.com/hardknocks09 to get started today. With that being said, let's go get this next interview. Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you became a millionaire? Real quick. I grew a channel to 15 million followers. I've interviewed 25 billionaires in the last 4 years.
I've seen you before.
Could I interview you for a minute real quick for the channel? All right, man. Have a good one. Excuse me, sir. Sir, how did you get rich?
Not rich. I'm not rich, buddy. I'm wealthy.
You're wealthy? Yeah. So what's the difference between rich and wealthy?
Well, rich is having enough money for her and her brother and me to do pretty nice things. Wealthy is having enough money for her great-grandkids to do pretty nice things.
So how old were you when you became a millionaire?
29?
Now, I go all over the world interviewing millionaires and billionaires to help the younger generation. Can I get a minute with you for our channel real quick?
Sure, just a minute though, bro.
It's okay?
Yes.
So how much are you worth today? Can I take a guess?
You can.
More than 20 million?
Yes.
More than 30 million?
Yes.
More than 50?
You're getting in the ballpark.
Around there?
Let's leave it around that.
How did you make your millions?
Started in the insurance industry, man. I quit my job as a W-2 employee working for someone else, and I started doing the exact same job, but did it for myself and made myself rich instead of other people.
Can you become wealthy working in corporate America?
You cannot become wealthy working in corporate America unless you have the family lineage that puts you there, man.
If somebody wants to take that leap, they want to leave that 9 to 5, what's that first actionable step that they should take that you took in order to start kind of building that generational wealth?
Start looking at your job today as paid training. So many businesses fail. What is the stat? Like over 90% of businesses fail. It's because people enter industries that they're not familiar with. You got some accountant that thinks he could run a bar because he's been a customer at a bar before. Someone who wants to open a bowling alley. Why? Because they like bowling. Like, people do stupid stuff like that all the damn time. If you look at your job in the industry that you're in, look around. What could you do better? How much time is wasted in that office each day? How much corporate minutia is there, and how many inefficiencies are there? Could you offer the same service that your employer is currently offering and doing it in a more efficient way? Start wrapping your head around that, and once you have that solution, quit and go do it. It takes a while though. Right now, when you first start off, you don't know what you don't know. Okay, you got to be there long enough to realize, oh shoot, okay, at least get to the point where I know what I don't know. I need to learn this. Because when you're first starting off, you don't even know.
In your opinion, what keeps people broke in today's world?
I would say middle-class people trying to pretend they're rich is the absolute death sentence, man. And you see it in middle America all the time. And it often comes from the lies they were told in the W-2 corporate America landscape. They got that big job title. They're 35 years old. Well, now they have 2 kids. They bought their wife a Mercedes. They think they should have a second home because they're going to Airbnb it out on the side, and their kids in travel hockey and all this other stuff. They're keeping up with the Joneses, dude. How much you make, bro? $225 last year? Okay, cool. How much are you saving of that? You're not. You're going negative. You're losing 30 grand each year. You're spending more than you're making, dude, trying to keep up with your neighbors, and your neighbors are in the same position as you. Be worried about that guy that's in that $800,000 house that's worth $10 million.
What's the trick to being able to sell an insurance company for tens of millions of dollars like you did?
EBITDA. The market right now is EBITDA. In simpler terms, your profit, okay? Insurance companies are going to buy other insurance brokers for a multiple of their profits. And the reason I was so successful is my profit margin was 83%. The industry average profit margin is like 22%, okay? And they also have multiple partners. Well, John, why would yours be so high and theirs be so low? Is it because you were little? No, from a revenue standpoint, I was just as big. But from an employees count standpoint, I was nowhere close to as big.
What is the best advice you ever got throughout your career?
If you're walking through a field and there's a pile of dog shit there and you happen to step in the pile of dog shit, well, that's okay. You're just some dude that stepped in a pile of dog shit. It's all right. It's okay. But on your way back home, walking through that same field, you step in that same pile of dog shit, you're a freaking moron, man. You gotta learn from your mistakes.
How old are you now?
48.
If me and you died tomorrow and you had one more guiding principle with the younger generation to become a millionaire in today's world, what would that be?
Own your company, man. You're never gonna get there as a W-2 employee. Your boss, you might think he's your buddy and he's looking out for you, but he's only your buddy in the context of your working relationship, dude. And if your boss isn't the actual owner, which usually it's not the case in corporate America, you don't know what his future is, man. So don't be loyal to a company that's not gonna be loyal to you. And unfortunately, there's too many moving pieces. So
you got amazing advice, my friend.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you so much
Appreciate
for your time,
it,
man. I appreciate
Yes,
you,
sir.
brother. So we stopped my guy coming out of the Trump Hotel out here in Chicago, and he said, dude, I'm not rich, I'm wealthy. And he just gave a great interview for all the entrepreneurs out there. He said, look at your job like paid training, and the secret to exiting for tens of millions of dollars was EBITDA. They don't teach that in school, only at the School of Hard Knocks. But we gotta keep this one rolling out here in Chicago. Go get this next interview.
So what do you guys want?
I just wanna know, like, how did you get rich, man? How did you become a millionaire?
How you know I'm rich?
I can tell, man. You got the look, man. Money stays in shape. Just real quick, a piece of advice to the younger generation. They want to become successful in today's world. What did you do?
Dude, just work hard and just be resilient, never quit.
And what business were you in?
When? I grew up poor, I'm from the ghetto.
What business made you the most money?
My payment space.
So you're in the payments business?
Yes.
Credit or what?
Credit card processing.
How did you get into that business? That's a niche business. Like, did you think about that growing up, or how did you fall into that?
I wanted residual income.
So recurring revenues important.
There you go.
What was the big issue you had? What was the most you made a year at that business?
I can't discuss
Could you give me an idea?
Millions.
More than 10 mil?
Yeah, of course.
More than 50 mil?
Come on, man.
I got you. So how about the best financial advice you ever received throughout your career? Give me a lesson about money not taught in school.
So I came across something once that said we will all suffer from one of two pains, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. While the pain of discipline weighs ounces, the pains of regret weighs tons. You know what that means?
I heard one time that if you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill of regret.
100%.
Did you have anybody that doubted you?
All day.
Why did you not listen to them?
Fuck that, I made my own path.
You made your own path?
Yes.
You grew up in the ghetto, you said.
Came from the ghetto, poor, self-made.
So what was your turning point to financial freedom?
I can do that shit too.
You can do that shit too? What was your first business that you started?
ATM of America. It's an ATM machine company.
Actually, you started that business.
Mhm.
Did you sell it?
Not yet.
So you still have that first
Still have
business?
that too.
Did you ever fail?
Lots of times.
Lots of times?
Yes.
But you never gave up?
Never. When you fall, pick up the pieces, get right back up and keep moving. Because nobody gives a fuck. Don't feel sorry for yourself, whatever. Just keep going.
Nobody's coming to save them?
No, never.
If me and you died tomorrow and you had one more guiding principle for the younger generation, what would that be? Give me another deep life quote that you had that kind of stuck with you.
I'd say when you make a lot of money, also give back. Give back, do charity, give back to people because no one's leaving this motherfucker with anything.
Do you believe in God?
100%.
How important has faith been for you?
I'm getting more into it because I've been away from it for a little while, but I'm getting more into it.
Why is that? What kind of is leading you back to faith? Are you a believer in Christ? Or?
Yeah, I'm Catholic.
What's bringing you back over to Christ?
Because I think that's my purpose. That's why God spared me from all the shit I've been through.
And if you lost everything tomorrow, you can make it all back?
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah? What would you do?
Anything. It doesn't matter. You throw me in the jungle, I'll come out.
And you'd be selling stuff to the monkeys in there?
No doubt.
No doubt. You got amazing advice, my man. Thank you so much for your time, man. Excuse me, sir. Question for you. How old were you when you became a millionaire?
Well, when I got married at 25.
Well, what line of business? Hey, real quick, sir.
No, I married well.
No,
Married
actually,
well.
though, I have a channel with 15 million followers. I interviewed Tom
know you
Cruise,
guys
Tom
do.
Brady,
I've
Shaq.
I've seen you guys perform.
Yeah? What line of
Yeah.
business are you in?
Right now, I'm in real estate.
In real estate.
Yeah.
You developer, broker? What are you doing?
But all the above.
All
Construction,
of it?
yeah.
What aspect made you the most amount of money?
I've always been in finance.
In finance?
But I got out of that and got into real estate.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
We built companies into billion-dollar enterprises.
Did you come from a lot of money?
Yes, but I pissed it away pretty fast. The worst thing that ever happened to me was somebody gave me a pile of money right out of college. And so I never got that feeling of like the first paycheck.
So you think it's not always a good thing to come from a lot of money?
No, it can ruin like the rest of your life because you think everything happens easily and you don't get that joy of making that first bit of money yourself. my wealthiest friends are guys who came from nothing, had great ideas, and then turned it into something amazing, or they just started churning along and then worked for this company, worked for that company, and then next thing you know, they own the company and they're living an amazing life. And knowing that they built that or they did it all on their own is much better than somebody handing you.
What do you think is the best industry somebody can get into right now in today's world?
Oh, Jesus Christ, psychology.
What do you mean?
Because everybody's crazy. Yeah, I gotta go.
Okay, last
Yeah,
one. Ready?
all right.
If you and me died tomorrow and you had one more guiding principle to
But
leave
first of all, that's the way I live my life every day. Live each day as if it was your last. Someday you'll be right.
living that way enables you to live every day to the fullest.
Yes, yeah. Be in the moment, because the most valuable asset is time. Time is the only thing. You can't bank it, right? So that's the most valuable asset we have right now. And at your age, you have no idea. Oh, you have all the time in the world. No, you don't. I mean, value every moment, everything you got.
Did you neglect that at one point in your life?
Oh, hell yeah. I slept in.
So you would have sacrificed a lot more when you were younger.
But no, I would have spent more time experiencing every wonder of this world.
You got amazing advice. Thank you. Your last guiding principle to become successful in today's world. Give me one more.
You know what? It's who you're with, who you associate with.
Tell them right here.
Who you associate with is going to determine who you're going to be. If you hang out with losers, you're going to be a loser.
If you hang out with
If
millionaires.
you hang out with guys like this, you're going to be so successful.
I love. Hey, my man. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, man. Have a good one, man. What's it?
I love you, man.
Thank you so
Everything
much.
You do is
I
just
appreciate that.
amazing,
Thank
dude.
you, man.
Good for you, man.
That's a wrap on today's video, you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe for amazing content because I'm traveling the world, going to the wealthy cities every week to find millionaires and billionaires to get their advice to you guys to become wealthy in today's world. And if you haven't yet, guys, go down, click the link in the description of this video to become a member of the #1 community for business owners in the entire world, the most powerful entrepreneur network for business owners. I built it. I give you guys direct access to the millionaires and the billionaires that I interview on this channel every single week. All you have to do is click the link in the description to join the School of Mentors. I can't wait to see you on the inside. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video.